It's me in 1995, 28-year-old millionaire who decided that the issue with money is closed. I built a successful business empire, many stores and warehouses, but almost at the same time, the internet made it unnecessary. I had a choice to give up or adapt. You know me, I didn't give up, but went headlong to learn how to make money online. And like most people today, I turned to excitement. I tried all the methods, and you know what? None of them was as simple as they said. But by trial and error, I hacked someone, rebuilt my business, but already with the internet as the basis of the strategy. Let's move on to our days. Making money on the internet is not just important. This is what everyone should do. That's why I'm making this video. I spent years testing, making mistakes, improving, earning and losing millions, and finding out what works. Now, with this knowledge, I will help you avoid all mistakes and speed up your success. And if you are tired of false promises and ready to work for half a year, and create something worthwhile, then this is for you. No tricks, no nonsense, just a process that works. So, this is the online wealth wheel. And whether you realize it or not, you are already on it. There are three main stages that determine where people are on the way to online earnings, and the secret fourth stage, which only a few reach. We will discuss it at the end. Let's start with the first stage. This is where everyone starts. Without employment, and alas, 55% of people never start it. Inflation makes everything more expensive. And let's be frank, relying on one salary is now more dangerous than ever. But if employment is so important, why do 55% of people still avoid it? Because online space is a jungle. It is full of advertising and promoting methods that confuse more than help. It is more correct to first choose a method that corresponds to your skills, budget, and lifestyle. If you already have a skill video editing, graphic design, programming, or setting up servers in Discord, then you pay a lot of money for it, and the demand does not run out. But what if you don't have a skill, or you just don't want to deal with customers? This is where businesses related to goods will help. One of the best options is to sell online without a warehouse, but I will tell you about this a little later. This leads me to failed online processing. For me, the failure is considered the one that brings less than $50 a month. Alas, 28% of people are stuck here. Many will not like that I say this, but it needs to be said. It is very rare that your processing is bad or does not work. Most likely, you just do not devote enough time and effort. I know, it may be unpleasant to hear, but this is not your fault. This is the so-called shiny object syndrome. This is when you constantly jump from one fashionable method of earning online to another, without dedicating yourself to any of them at all. 1 week is dropshipping, then printing on demand, then selling books on Amazon KDP, then trading shares, and then creating an SMM agency. The fact is that all listed methods of online earnings work, but each requires a different level of time and effort. And you will not achieve anything by jumping from one to another. This is like a classic example. Miners dig gold, but give up right before how to find it. Instead of moving on, they leave what they started, start everything over in another place, and spend their efforts repeating the cycle over and over again. If you are stuck in this dangerous cycle, like 28% of other people, realize this. Choose a method and stick to it. Forget about perfect processing. Choose the one that is easy to start and can be scaled. If you don't have a high-paying selling skill, I'll put it even easier. For all my years of experience e-commerce brought me, I recommend you focus on it, but not as most do. Many beginners think that launching an online store means working with goods, suppliers, complex settings, but this is no longer the case, because now you can use Shopify's e-stores. Instead of spending a week on setting up, you can use the free tool buildyourstore.ai and launch an automated store whose setting would cost $200 to $300, but everything is done for free in a matter of minutes. Just enter the name and email, choose a niche such as fashion, technology, or animal products, and the AI will professionally select the goods and design the store. If you want to try it for free, click on the link in the description and follow the instructions. It synchronizes with Shopify, provides access to a 3-month trial version for only $1 per month. But what about selling? The biggest mistake in e-commerce is giving up too early. Surprise, surprise! It's probably all because of unwillingness to deal with warehouse management or sending orders. That's why a free e-store designer will help integrate the Autodesk tool, which is similar to the autopilot system in an airplane. It imports popular goods, updates prices, photos, and even sends orders directly to customers. That is, you do not need to work with supplies, pack something, and negotiate with suppliers. You just need to attract traffic and sales, and the system will take care of everything else. I'll tell you a secret. Autodesk has been supporting this channel for a long time. But even if they were not sponsors, I would still recommend them. You can easily create hype around your products by shooting a video about them on TikTok. If you have 100,000 views and only 1% of viewers buy your product for $10, then this is $10,000 in income. If you are seriously determined to break out of the cycle of unsuccessful subcontracts, then an automated solution like this will give you the best chances for success. No more tossing between ideas. Just set a goal, launch it, and scale it up. Third step. Successful subcontracting. Believe it or not, but only 16% of people with online subcontracting earn more than $50 a month. People in this percentage earn a minimum of $51 and up to $10,000 a month. Of course, a higher income is what I consider really successful. So, what do these 16% do differently, and how can you apply it to yourself? There are a number of obvious things that, as I said, distinguish those who have a hard time and those who earn online. And to make it easier for you, I will break it down into 4 key steps. The first step is to stop trying to please everyone. You may think that broad coverage will bring more sales, but in fact, it's the opposite. If you try to please everyone, you won't please anyone. Therefore, before promoting your store, take a pen or a smartphone and describe your ideal client. How old is he? What is he interested in? What difficulties does he face? And what type of content does he consume? The clearer you understand this, the easier it will be for you to create content that attracts the client's attention. Think about it this way. It is always easier to attract the attention of one person, addressing directly, than to shout in a crowd, hoping that someone will hear. The second step is to be consistent. Most people spend a couple of weeks on a full-blown surge of motivation, but give up without seeing instant results. Remember, consistency is better than perfection. You don't need to work 12 hours a day or get up at 5 a.m. You need small daily actions that keep your store in view. Here are a few things you need to focus on. Publish content about goods daily to be in the spotlight and regularly appear in people's feed. Interact with comments and messages, strengthening trust and establishing contacts and increasing the chance of purchases. Test descriptions and photo products. Even small changes can greatly affect sales. The third step is to show, not to tell. Marketing strategies of the majority often miss. I'm not hinting at anyone. They just don't explain why someone should buy their product. Let's say you sell custom game controllers. Just publishing a video with a link in the description is not enough. People need a clear reason to buy. Don't assume that they will understand everything themselves, but show and tell. Demonstrate the controller with a close-up. Show how additional buttons and trigger limiters improve the game process. Explain the advantage, how it helps to react faster and gives an advantage in competitive matches. Finally, compare it with a standard controller to emphasize why yours is better. If customers can't clearly see the product, understand how it differs, and what benefit it will bring them, they won't buy it. It's simple. The fourth step is to strengthen trust with confirmation. Before spending money, especially on a brand that they have never heard of, people need confirmation. Think about it. Would you buy a fitness program that promises crazy results but has no photos before and after, no reviews? If you are just starting, order your own product and record a video with unpacking to show what the client will get. Even if there is no sale yet, ask your friends or family to try the product and leave an honest review. It's better to have at least some review than none. Finally, show real people using your product. Don't rely only on stock photos. Many people got hooked on online purchases. We all know situations when a product doesn't look like a picture at all. So make sure that your customers know exactly what they will get and why others like it. I said that at the end, there will be a secret stage. Well, this is the fourth stage, elite processing. We talked about overcoming difficulties and creating a reliable employment, but this level, according to my estimates, reaches less than 1% of people. So what distinguishes this 1% of people from the rest? One word: reinvestment. When you start earning, you invest a small part back into your employment. Many believe that the goal of earning is to spend money, but the real power is to use money to get even more money. I used to talk about investments on the stock market, but at the beginning of the way, the best investment is not a stock, but your own business. Unlike stocks, where you need to sit down and wait, you fully control the process. So how to reinvest so that it helps to earn more? First, focus on improving tools. At first, everything can be done manually, but as soon as sales start, reinvesting in what saves time will help growth. Secondly, you can invest money in attracting customers. Those who earn a lot online do not wait for people to come to them. They reinvest in marketing to attract more traffic and sales, be it advertising, testing, ideas for content, or working with micro-influencers so that the store sees more people. Third, you can use outsourcing.